Shoe contracts are the biggest blockbuster staple for NBA stars since Michael Jordan made the basketball sneakers cool in the 80s. Since then, it's been a race between the top brands in Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Puma, Under Armour, etc. to sign the hottest rookies or even one of the free agent NBA All-Stars. Let's take a look at some of these brands and their star signings. First up, signature shoes with their own companies. Langston Galloway, previously of Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and also the Phoenix Suns, has signature shoes, but with a company exclusively owned by himself. Galloway, in partnership with his wife, owns Ethics, and he wore the all-white iconic version of his Ethics LG1 during the NBA Finals series between the Suns and the Bucks. Along with Galloway, Dallas Mavericks 29-year-old guard Spencer Dinwiddie also created his own brand and sells Kairos shoes on his website. Next, signature shoes with other companies. Andrew Wiggins was signed by Adidas as expected after graduating from Kansas, an Adidas school, and went on to sign for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He represented Adidas for a long time and eventually wanted a signature set of shoes with them. However, they were reluctant, and at the same time, Wiggins was approached by the Chinese company Peak, who offered him all that and more. He signed the deal, getting his signature sneaker range with Peak, and while the details of the contract aren't public, there's a belief that he's earning more than he was with Adidas. Aaron Gordon of the Nuggets also moved from Nike to a Chinese company. Ahead of the 2021 season, Gordon signed a multi-million and multi-year deal with 361 Degrees and debuted his new AG1 shoe in a dunk contest, becoming only the 18th player at the time to have his signature shoes. Up next, Anta. The most famous Chinese brand for signature shoes and lucrative deals is Anta. They've managed to hand highly profitable deals to NBA superstars, including the likes of Klay Thompson and Gordon Hayward. Rajon Rondo was the first one they convinced to join them all the way back in 2013. Together, Rondo and Anta produced some classics in his signature line, and that also had a spillover effect towards getting other players such as Klay Thompson and Gordon Hayward. Klay reportedly earned more than $8 million annually on a 10-year contract with Anta. On the other hand, Charlotte Hornets' Gordon Hayward also inked a multi-million-dollar deal on a 4-year contract with Anta, making him one of the many players joining the stylish Chinese company. And then deals with Puma. Puma's a big name in the sneakers world, and it comes as no surprise that they've managed to attract some of the biggest NBA stars to their brand. Currently, they've got the likes of LaMelo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, R.J. Barrett, and DeAndre Ayton, among others. LaMelo Ball has a signature shoe, the MB01, with Puma, and it was a strong initiative as they managed to break the youngest Ball brother away from his family company. Ball's contract with Puma helps him earn $10 million for the next 10 years, amounting to a $100 million deal. Next, we have deals with New Balance. After its rebranding and relaunch in 2018, Puma has been after some of the biggest names in the sporting world. However, New Balance's stronghold edges them out just a little bit, as they've signed a big contract with one of the biggest stars in the NBA world, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard turned down the chance to renew a deal with the Jordan brand on a 4-year contract, well over $20 million. He switched to New Balance, and while it isn't as lucrative as the Puma deal, Leonard's the face of the company, and he got his very own Kawhi signature set in 2022, which is a gorgeous pair. Along with Leonard, New Balance brought in Jamal Murray, Darius Bazley, Aaron Nesmith, and DeJounte Murray, among many NBA stars. Now, deals with Under Armour. 2 of the last 3 NBA MVP finalists are on the roster of Under Armour, and that's what we call brilliant recruitment. They took a gamble on players who nobody else was willing to sign, and it's paid off enormously. Steph Curry, the biggest name for the Under Armour brand, is one of the best signings anyone will ever make. His paper-like ankles and doubts over his popularity meant that Nike was quite reluctant to hand him a decent deal. The baby-faced assassin got caught in the net of Under Armour as a result, who are reportedly paying him big money. Apparently, Curry's getting paid $44 million per annum in endorsements, and it's believed that the major chunk comes from Under Armour. Similarly, they've also got Joel Embiid in the Under Armour family. He's the biggest player in the league to have his own signature shoe. Mo Bamba, Patty Mills, and Emmanuel Mudiay are other stars that have joined the UA family along with many other WNBA draftees. And then deals with Jordan. MJ, as we mentioned before, is the biggest reason that so many NBA stars have huge deals with shoe brands, and some even have their their own signature lines with those brands. However, despite his retirement, Jordan's brand has been dominating the NBA scene for many years. They've also expanded into other sports, prominently signing with PSG, the soccer club from France. Jordan in the NBA remains one of the biggest suppliers of kicks. While no one will ever match the legacy of the OG number 23, the brand still has some massive names signed to them. 3 of them have their signature shoes with Jordan, including Russell Westbrook, who signed the most lucrative total endorsement deal for our Jordan athlete in 2017. It's believed to be unlike anything that Jordan has done before, and that means Westbrook for the next 10 years is set to be earning a crazy amount of money. Along with Westbrook, other superstars are also a part of the Jordan brand. This includes Chris Paul and Zion Williamson, both of whom have their own brand lines with Jordan. If that wasn't enough for some reason, they've also landed some top young stars who have incredible potential to grow and explode onto the scene very quickly. Luka Doncic has probably done that already and could be the next in line to get his own signature set, and Jason Tatum isn't far behind on the waiting list. Bradley Beal, Kemba Walker, and Blake Griffin are also among many other names that have signed with the Jordan brand. Up next, deals with Adidas. Adidas is the second biggest sporting company in the world, and they're also the second biggest in the NBA scene. They've got a wide range of superstars in their ranks, and they keep on adding brilliant talent to the roster, keeping the balance between the young blood and the superstars. One of the oldest current players to have their own signature shoe with Adidas is Derrick Rose, and that was after he signed a 14-year contract with the company back in 2010 to 11 after his MVP season. It was a $190 million deal, and despite his career being riddled with injuries, Adidas kept on handing big deals to new stars, and it paid off. They currently have James Harden in their family, and the Sixers star has a gigantic $200 million deal spanning 13 years with Adidas. To be fair, it's a decent deal for all parties involved, because this is in addition to other incentive-based opportunities based on sales, and there's no doubt that he's the current crown jewel of Adidas. But he's not the only one, as the likes of Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Jaylen Brown, and a plethora of other NBA stars continue to represent the Adidas brand in the NBA. And lastly, deals with Nike. The undisputed king amongst all sporting brands is Nike. No one can match their star power, as they've managed to sign some of the biggest athletes from all sports, including contracts for Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Nadal, Tiger Woods, previously Roger Federer even, and many, many more. In the NBA, however, no one hands out more lucrative deals to superstars than Nike. LeBron James is the biggest name in the NBA, even at the age of 37. He's also regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, and even if you disagree with his GOAT status, he's definitely in those conversations. He signed a lifetime deal with Nike that pays over $30 million per year, and if that isn't crazy enough, he's collaborated with Nike to produce 18 official shoes too. LeBron joined Nike in 2003, and it remains their biggest ever coup. LeBron's not the only MVP to have signed with Nike, as Kevin Durant, another top player of the current era and someone who will be in the GOAT conversations for some, is also on the roster and is reportedly earning close to the sum of LeBron. Nike's also got the upcoming Superman Giannis Antetokounmpo in the family, and he's joined by the likes of Kyrie Irving and Paul George. All of these names have their signature line deals with Nike. Despite all of this, missing out on Steph probably still hurts Nike. That's a wrap for this video. Which young NBA star do you think deserves to get the next big deal with one of these brands? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.